Hey, folks, Kevin Jackson here. I want to comment on Democrat Jamie Raskin's comments around the J6 tapes being released.
No, this is footage that your committee decided not to release. So what's your reaction to the Speaker, Speaker Johnson, deciding to do so, and why do you think he's doing it?
Well, on the latter question, Speaker Johnson is clearly on the run from the extreme MAGA caucus, Chip Roy, and the strongest pro-Trump elements. I mean, you know, he was only able to get through his continuing resolution proposal because of Democratic votes. And I think they're saying he's got 2 strikes of 3 they're going to give him. So he's already looking at a motion to vacate. So this was clearly an effort to placate the right wing, which has been making this absurd demand for a very long time. And so now we have, on a totally unilateral partisan basis, the Republicans caving in and, opening up to the world what they allowed Tucker Carlson to come see. Obviously, Tucker Carlson did his best to torture out of tens of thousands of hours of footage some kind of concocted story, which of course went nowhere. We went through all of that. We had more than 1,000 witnesses come and talk to the January 6th committee. All of it on a bipartisan basis in search of the truth, not in search of lies. And most of the witnesses, of course, were Republicans, people in the Trump administration, people in the Trump family, and we delivered a complete report. Beyond the partisan nature of it, it's truly a security risk what they're doing. The reason why the Capitol Police have opposed releasing tens of thousands of hours from every House office building, every Senate office building, every part of the Capitol is because it's like giving a diagram to future insurrectionists and terrorists and anybody who wants to invade our body. So if the Speaker thinks it can be done safely or securely, why doesn't he rely on the Capitol Police to determine what should be given out and what shouldn't be given out? Because that's the principal concern here, which is security.
Now, if you've seen them, all I can tell you is Black Lives Matters is going, this is what y'all call an insurrection? We need to show y'all white folks how to do an insurrection, because I was in Ferguson when there was an insurrection. And it was very different than watching people look like they were walking through a museum at Capitol Hill. And what's interesting is Democrats didn't want you to see these tapes. They've doctored the tapes. And even the ones you see where there's all this Trump stuff and all that, it is FBI agents and Democrat operatives raising hell, acting as if they're part of the Trump team. That's what this is all about. And you know what? It was the long game to get Donald Trump. Steal the election, know that Donald Trump is going to fight it because we're going to give him enough hints that we cheated. He will fight it. We will call it insurrection. We will pay the FBI and other paid operatives to go and to commit this so-called insurrection. We will then hide all the evidence, keep it hidden from people. We will sell the narrative through the media. We will then impeach Donald Trump for fighting for his own rights to serve his second term that we cheated him out of, and all will be well in the universe. And here's Jamie Raskins telling you, look, the idea that they would want evidence released in order to show what really happened, I find incredible. They're feeding the MAGA crowd. No, they're feeding the crowd that wants to see the truth of what really happened. And we know what really happened. I just described it. Democrats cheated Trump out of his second term. And by the way, I'm a proud election denier, and anybody who isn't is a fool or somebody that's part of the coup. Those are the only 2 choices, because the election was stolen. We know that. The Democrats know it. And the long game is make everybody believe J6. And the reason why they hate that these tapes come out is because if you're anybody with a brain, if you can rub 2 brain cells together, which most Democrats can't because they only have 1, they're like amoebas. But if you can rub 2 brain cells together, you know that was not an insurrection. You got guards, security inside the Capitol, fist bumping people as they release them from handcuffs. You got security people going, what time are you going to take your break? I mean, it's insane. So let's just call it what it is. The banana republic that we now serve in has got Donald Trump in multiple kangaroo courts because they fear him. And they fear what he was about to do, which is dismantle the deep state. And there's not an American watching this video that doesn't believe that that needs to happen. We are no longer the employers of the representatives. These people believe we work for them and they will do to us and tell us, you will do what we tell you to do, not the other way around. I'm Kevin Jackson. I hope you follow my work, the Kevin Jackson Network. Hey folks, Kevin Jackson here. I've been shadow banned, but you are the difference maker. All you got to do is click those links. All you got to do is join me here, wherever you find my videos, join me. And most importantly, make sure you go to my website and get signed up and get in my database. They can't do anything about that. So be sure to keep in touch.